What's good, YouTube? You know who it is, City Guys, and I'm back with another tutorial. And this is Sounds That Sounds Good Together Part 2. I dropped Part 1 like a while back. You know what I'm saying? Like a few days, maybe weeks, I guess. I've been busy at work and shit like that, so I haven't got the time to drop another one. So this is Sounds That Sounds Good Together Part 2. You know what I'm saying? So this one is like we pluck strings and, synthetic sounds. So let's get straight into it. So I'm gonna play this pluck chord progression that I have right here. Hmm. Now, when it comes on to adding another sound to a pluck sound, you want to find something that's not too harsh sounding, not too much of like that bass feel in it. You want to go for something that's kind of have that soft orchestra type of vibe. So I just decided to go with strings because plucks and strings like are two sounds that sounds good together depending on how you adjust your chord progressions and depending on how you utilize the strings. In fact, so I'm gonna play the pluck and the strings together. As you can see, it's the same chord progression as a pluck, but with the pluck, as you notice with the pluck right here, the notes are inverted and also has counter melodies on top, but not too much. So I'm gonna play the both of them together so y'all can hear what it sounds like. Sounds good. Sounds good. So next sound that I have that I added is a dark bass. This would actually be like a beat breakdown, but I'm going over sounds that sounds good together. You can have a piano melody and a dark bass and it sounds good, and you can have piano melody and plucks together with a dark bass and it doesn't sound how you want it. Not everything you want to add a dark bass to. You want to add like either 808 or a simple sub bass to it. But I'm gonna play this dark bass that I have right here. But what I actually did with the dark bass, most sounds that I see right here, I already have them leveled. You know what I'm saying, ready to be mixed and mastered and stuff like that. Because you gotta level your sounds. So I just added Premish EQ to it and just cut out some of the bass to it because I'm gonna add this 808 to it. So you have to cut out some of that bassy vibe out of the dark bass. So you're giving space for the 808. You know, so it just probably be playing in the background. Sounds good. Now for the next sound is this synth that I got from GMS. Is that touch of nature? Oh shit, touch of nature. I'll be twisting up shit. Touch of Nature, LS is like a synth. It's a synth actually, a synthetic sound. And just to show you again, the synthetic sounds and strings, including a pluck, it sounds good together. So I'm gonna also play another synthetic instrument that I have right here. Synthetic sounds. In fact, it's that Midnight 1TE from GMS. So I'm gonna play it. All those sounds good together. So that sounds and sounds that sounds good together. Part two tutorial type vibe. Now, those are all the sounds. The pluck, the dark bass, the synthetic sounds, including the spiccato strings from Expand. Now, those are the sounds that sounds good. Like you can always like write down these sounds or have them, what I'm saying, saved. Like say for example, I'm using Expand now. Let's go right here, and I just click on presets. Now let's click on save preset, and I just save the preset that I want to use and categorize them. Like just as how you could probably just categorize when you use a stock plugin, you know, and just say, okay, these are the sounds that I probably be using for dancehall beats or whatever, stuff like that. So you can list your sounds that you always be using and always use those sounds. So these sounds that I've listed out to you and shown you and stuff like that, these are good sounds that really sounds good when you make it a dancehall beat, especially a tropical vibe or like club vibe or that party vibe type shit. So those are good sounds. Now I'm gonna play everything together, including the 808 in it, and I'm gonna let y'all hear what everything sounds like. And that's just it for this tutorial. I know it's not really a long one, you know what I'm saying, but it's just like a little tutorial with, what I'm saying, sounds that sounds good together with me showing you the sounds. I'm saying showing you how I do it with, what I'm saying, chord progression and stuff like that. So sometimes it's not like you can always go too much on it. Like if you have the chord progression like I have right here, you just copy it and paste it on the strings or another sound. And you know what I'm saying, you might have counter melodies, just cut the counter melodies out, you know what I'm saying, and just adjust it. Feel me? So that's actually just it for this tutorial. I know it's not really a long one, but I hope y'all learned something from this one. You know what I'm saying? Like for the next tutorial, I'll just do something from scratch, choosing the sounds, and let y'all see how I really be doing this stuff. Feel me? So thank y'all for tuning in. Peace out.